The Assembly of First Nations is electing a new chief in the first election since the ousting of former National Chief Roseanne Archibald. There are 6 candidates running, 1 from Ontario and 5 from the Prairies, and any candidate needs 60% of the Assembly Charter's vote in order to win. For a closer look, we are joined by political strategist Kara Curry-Hall, who is in Ottawa this morning. Thanks for joining us.
Good morning. Thank you.
Let's set this up for everybody. Who are the 6 candidates running?
Well, you have a range of people representing different nations across the country. If I started from the west, you would start with Craig McEwen. He's from the Musqueam Cree, the Ermineskin First Nation in Treaty 6 territory. You also have from Saskatchewan, you have 2 candidates in Saskatchewan. You have David Pratt, he's Vice Chief of the Federation of Saskatchewan Indian Nations. You have Reginald Belrose, he's the Chairman of the Board of the Saskatchewan Indian Gaming Association. And in Saskatchewan, or Manitoba, you have 2 candidates as well. You have Cindy Woodhouse, she's a current regional chief for the Assembly of First Nations. And then you have Sheila North. Sheila North is a former Grand Chief from the northern communities. She's very well versed. She's run against Perry Bellegarde, I think in 2018. She took 2nd place. So she's running as well. And then from Ontario, you have Dean Sayers. Dean is also a former chief and has a kind of a wealth of experience as well as in terms of leadership for tribal nations.
Some of our viewers may recognize the name in the face of Sheila North. She's been a guest on this program before. Kara, when we're looking at the election's main issues, what's top of the list?
Oh, gosh, you know, there's so many big issues for them, but I think that one of the biggest issues that's plaguing the communities, and if you listen to something that Sheila North, for example, said, that I've called over 300 chiefs and half of you are either coming to a funeral or going to a funeral. So one of the big, very serious issues in the communities is the opioid crises. And around the opioid crises is everything that's attached to that. It's the law enforcement, the policing, the mental health, you know, the stability of the community. And so it's really something that's plaguing our communities on First Nations, but really it's plaguing the country. And how are these coming into the country, making it into the provinces and onto the reservations? So that's really something very, very serious, that our people are dying every day, you know, and it's something we must confront as an entire nation.
You know, we haven't touched very deeply yet on the importance of child welfare settlement. What kind of supporting role should the AFN be playing in the settlement as it moves forward?
Well, I really like that because it should be a supporting role. And Dr. Blackstock is here. She's in Ottawa at the Assembly. Dr. Blackstock was the initiator of the entire effort, and we applaud that. You know, and we acknowledge that her leadership role led us to this moment and this settlement. She's done the science, she's done the mathematics, she knows a lot about the issue. She's probably the most versed on it. And the Assembly of First Nations should take a supporting role, giving her and the platform to administer all of those resources, because the Assembly of First Nations needs to get out of the business of building up a big, strong administration. And in fact, that's what the chiefs have said. The chiefs said they would like to see the organization restructured. And the candidates themselves have said, well, I don't want a great big band office. And it really shouldn't be that, because the Assembly of First Nations was established to be an advocate body, you know, to be a functional organization. And that's the other part of the campaign, is what they're saying is the Assembly of First Nations needs to work for you, not vice versa. And the leadership understand that. The leadership and appreciate hearing that an organization is going to be highly effective, but not, you know, garnering all the resources within one organization.
It'll be interesting to watch to see what is the outcome from that. Kara Curry-Hall, thanks for joining us this morning and for setting it up.
You're welcome. Thank you so much.
Hey, thanks for watching. If you liked this, be sure to subscribe here, or you can check out more Your Morning videos right here.